The first person who gets emotional loses, not because they are wrong, but because they've surrendered control. And in any argument, control is everything. Today, you'll understand why calm people don't just survive arguments. They win them, without raising their voice. Most people think arguments are about facts. They're not. They're about status. The moment tension rises, something primitive takes over. Heart rate increases. Breathing tightens. Ego steps forward. Now it's no longer about truth. It's about dominance. And here's where most people fail. They try to win by overpowering. Talking faster. Talking louder. Explaining more. But the more you react, the more you reveal. When you rush to defend yourself, you signal something dangerous. You need validation. And need is low status. High status individuals don't scramble to prove themselves. They observe. They measure. They let the other person expose themselves first. Now here's the real question. Why does staying calm automatically shift power in your favor? Let's break it down. There are three forces operating in every argument. Most people see the surface. Calm people understand the mechanics underneath. 1. Emotional regulation signals authority. Humans constantly scan for leadership cues. Who looks stable? Who looks reactive? Who looks in control? When someone raises their voice, their nervous system is exposed. When you stay calm, your nervous system stays regulated. That communicates strength. Not verbally, biologically. Your calmness creates doubt. Why isn't this affecting them? Do they know something I don't? Uncertainty shifts power, and uncertainty favors the calm. Think about the last argument you witnessed. Not participated in. Observed. Who looked stronger? The one defending passionately? Or the one leaning back? Silent? Composed? You already know the answer. 2. Calm forces overextension. When someone is emotional, they speak more. And the more someone speaks emotionally, the more they reveal. Logical gaps appear. Contradictions surface. Tone slips. Calm people let this happen. They don't interrupt. They let silence stretch. And silence is uncomfortable. People hate empty space, so they fill it, usually with too much information. Calm isn't passive. It's strategic patience. 3. Emotional contagion. Emotions spread. If you escalate, they escalate. If you stay grounded, their nervous system has two options. Match your calm, or look unstable. Your steadiness becomes a mirror. And mirrors don't argue. They reflect. Whoever controls the emotional temperature controls the direction of the conversation. Earlier I said calm people win without raising their voice. Now you see why. Arguments aren't decided by who talks better. They are decided by who maintains frame. And the one who never loses composure never loses frame. Calmness is not personality. It's training. Here are 3 practical tools. 1. The 3-second rule. When challenged, don't respond immediately. Count 3 seconds in your head. Maintain eye contact. Neutral face. Controlled breath. This interrupts emotional momentum. It also signals something powerful. You are choosing your response, not reacting. Choice equals control. 2. Lower your voice. When tension rises, most people increase volume. Do the opposite. Slow down. Lower your tone slightly. Short sentences. Fewer words. This forces the other person to lean in. And leaning in subconsciously signals submission. 3. Ask questions. Instead of saying, "That's not true," say, What makes you think that? Questions shift pressure. They buy time. They expose weak logic. And they keep you calm. Remember, the goal isn't to crush someone. It's to never lose yourself. Arguments are emotional tests disguised as conversations. Most people prepare logic, but neglect discipline. Calm people understand something deeper. Power isn't force, it's restraint. When you stay calm, you send a message. I am not threatened. And the person who isn't threatened cannot be controlled. The loudest voice in the room may feel powerful, but the quiet, steady presence? That's influence. That's authority. That's dominance without aggression. So the next time someone tries to pull you into emotional chaos, remember this. The first person who loses control loses the argument. Stay calm, and you won't just win debates. You'll win respect. And respect is the only victory that lasts.